Hello and welcome to Money Matters. Bitcoin was back in the news this year as it hit highs of $42,000 in January. The buzz has everyone from institutions to housewives wanting to get their hands on the cryptocurrency. But how easy is it to buy, and is it really here to stay? In the first part of our series on cryptocurrencies, I spoke with regulatory experts and companies offering crypto services to find out more. Where did you buy it at?
Oh, September 2000. Wait, 2000. Here's.
Excellent. So you've
I definitely yeah. That's a good way. That's exactly it. I did triple. See, I bought it in September, and look, it's already going a lot more. I bought it when it was roughly around $10,000 $11,000.
Okay. Before last September, Christiane's money was only invested in a mutual fund and a pension fund. But she started reading up on the cryptocurrency Bitcoin in 2019 after meeting someone who seemed like a successful investor.
This is one of the first TED Talks that I watched that I learned about blockchain. I think I listened to this like 6-7 times before I could understand what he was talking about.
Yeah. On top of her research, she sought out the advice of a close friend who had been trading in cryptocurrencies since 2014. After learning more and looking at its performance over the last several years, Christiane felt ready to take the plunge and invest.
Actually, I had no idea how you buy a Bitcoin. And they're like, oh, because it's not just, I can't just log in on my HSBC account and buy. And so I wasn't sure. So I did ask him to help me with that. One thing my friend advised, only invest what you're comfortable losing. And that to me, I was like, what do you mean? I'm not comfortable losing anything. I'm like, I want my money.
Christiane ended up buying 1 Bitcoin and 10 Ethereums, another type of cryptocurrency, for a total current value of around $49,000. Despite this, she's still not sure how to go about buying more for herself.
Basically, he helped me buy, and he just gave my fairy tale money. It seems like magic. It's on like a electronic wallet. See, to me, still I don't really. So I don't know the platforms very well, to be honest. I think I need a second trial with somebody holding my hand, and then maybe I'll be able to do it on my own.
Christiane is just one of many first-timers wanting to invest in cryptocurrencies. 2020, the year of COVID, saw a record number of retail investors enter the stock market as they were stuck at home shopping, and it turns out investing online. Bloomberg Intelligence reported that individual investors made up an estimated 19.5% of U.S. equity trading volume, double what it was 10 years ago. And in January 2021, trading volume went up 92% year on year. Financial law professor Douglas Arner says this is one of the reasons Bitcoin is doing so well.
It's related to digitization and working from home, but it's also related to an expansion of the participants, a normalization around the world. What we're now seeing is an increasing comfort amongst the regulators with many of the products, and therefore setting up regulatory frameworks to allow what I call a normalization of digital assets and cryptocurrencies, to allow the traditional financial system to use, to participate, to sell.
And with growing interest from would-be investors, institutions want in on the action as well. Last year, U.S. regulators enabled nationally chartered banks to provide custody services for cryptocurrencies. And last year, the first cryptocurrency company was granted a banking license in the U.S. This means they have direct access to federal payments infrastructure and can more seamlessly integrate banking and funding options for customers. It also means if they go bankrupt, assets held by the bank are returned to their owners. So when will we see banks offering this in Hong Kong?
Hong Kong perhaps was a bit slower than some other jurisdictions like Switzerland or the UK. But as the international regulators have developed common approaches, Hong Kong has started moving forward as well.
Jihan Chau, an investor in cryptocurrency and blockchain startups, says we can expect retail banks here to offer this in the next 18 to 24 months. But the average or even novice investor can still find platforms to easily buy Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies.
Whether it's Coinbase or BlockFi, our portfolios, BlockFi and Abra, they make it very easy to onboard into the crypto system. And it's really simple to just buy Bitcoin. You can buy $5 or $50 or $500 of Bitcoin nearly equally efficiently. There's no need to buy an entire Bitcoin. And what a lot of people like to do is dollar cost average into Bitcoin. So what that means is that every week or every month when you get your paycheck, just have it automatically deduct $100 to buy some Bitcoin over time.
Companies like BlockFi, regulated as a borrow lender in the U.S., make it easy to buy, trade, get a loan, or even earn interest on your cryptocurrency. They also carry a U.S. dollar stablecoin, a cryptocurrency that's pegged to the U.S. dollar, so it's essentially the same as holding U.S. dollars, but in digital form.
We have BlockFi interest accounts, so where people can earn 8.6% on USD stablecoins, 6% on Bitcoin, and we also support Ether, Litecoin, and Pax Gold. We were the first company to offer loans to individuals that own crypto.
The founder of BlockFi started the company in 2017 after he failed to get a bank mortgage backed by his assets, which included Bitcoin. The company helps others who don't want to sell their Bitcoin, but want to use its value.
There are people who own cryptocurrencies, and not only do you not have the ability to go to a bank and do that, but you just didn't have the ability to go anywhere and use that as collateral.
Cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin can be volatile. Anyone wanting to borrow $1 million US from the company has to back it with $2 million US in Bitcoin.
We're extremely well risk managed, and I'd say that's a core part of our company. For most of our loans are over collateralized. So, which means that we're asking for more collateral back in some form of a crypto digital asset side, which means our risk is actually quite low.
Because their lending rate is so high at roughly 12.5%, they're able to offer high interest rates to those depositing their money, whether it's US dollars, Bitcoin, Ethereum, or other cryptocurrencies.
That's 8.6%. We'll pay out monthly. You have the ability to say, hey, you know what? I don't want to earn the interest in USD. I would rather earn the interest in Bitcoin. Just driving adoption. If they want to buy the Bitcoin, they can, and they can also set up a reoccurring trade. Because there's no fees, and you can do very small, you can do low dollar amounts. You can set up a reoccurring trade to go daily, monthly, or weekly.
They have both retail and institutional clients. Most retail clients just leave deposits. Rishi says the average size of a retail deposit is $50,000 US.
Last year, we started the year with about $250 million in assets under management. And we ended the year north of $5 billion in assets under management.
But is this hype over Bitcoin just a bubble waiting to pop after it shot up over 300% in 2020 and 2021? Jihan Chau says no. Its value lies in its finite character, similar to gold. There are only 21 million Bitcoins, and currently almost 19 million are in the market. With each Bitcoin equivalent to roughly $33,000 US, they're currently worth almost $636 billion US in total.
Bitcoin is really like a store of value, just like gold. It's digital gold. Really what it is with quantitative easing and all of the money being printed, I think people are nervous. Governments are printing money at an incredible rate, and that's bad because it devalues their own money. And they're looking for places to put money like gold, but really also like Bitcoin, where Bitcoin has a finite supply.
For those who think it's too late to buy into the cryptocurrency space, Jihan says this is an asset that is here to stay, using technology that banks and governments are adopting. China has already piloted a crypto yuan.
For average people, this really is the time. Some people like to say, oh, Bitcoin is so expensive, it's really at an all-time high. But if you're taking a 5 to 10-year view on the future of technology and the future of finance, this is still very, very early days. And it is absolutely not, it's not too late.
Christiane views her Bitcoin and Ethereum investments as part of her retirement fund and is planning to invest more, even at the higher price.
Since September, so I was able to get one whole Bitcoin. So that was, and then when I saw that it went up so much, I'm like, oh gosh, I wish I had bought more. Clearly, right? I think as everybody says that. Maybe I should shift some of my money because I feel that this is definitely a bigger golden egg opportunity than the regular stock markets and equities. Yeah.
When Money Matters returns, a look at the property market in Appalachia, Chau, where sun meets sky. Stay with us. Welcome back to Money Matters. Our exploration of the Southern District and its property market continues as we visit Appalachia, Chau, an island beside Aberdeen Harbor. Reporter Alice Kahn found the flats there large and the sea views even larger.
Every day from 6 a.m. till midnight, sampans take passengers back and forth across the Aberdeen Harbor to Appalachia, Chau. In Cantonese, it literally means Duck Tongue Island, named after the shape of the island that we're told resembles a duck's tongue. The island sits at the southern edge of the Southern District. One side of the island faces Aberdeen, the other looks over the East Lamma Channel. Before the First Opium War, Appalachia Chau was a small fishing village, with its harbor forming a natural typhoon shelter. The construction of bridges in 1980 and 1994 that connected the island to Hong Kong Island kick-started property development. The government built public housing estates to accommodate grassroots people, including some who suffered after a fire in the Aberdeen shelter. With the opening of the MTR Island South Line in 2016, Appalachia Chau became more accessible. High-rise private development sprang up everywhere, yet fishing boats and sampans still ply the harbor front. The area is popular with expats. This Western family used to live in an older area of Kennedy Town. They moved into a new building in Appalachia Chau across from the shipyard.
You can have a better and wider living space, so that is the reason why we choose here. For the kids, this is a good choice. There's a little bit more space, and the building has a lot of facilities. That's why we choose here, because there is a playground, swimming pool. We also have a sea view, but that was not the reason why we choose here.
The average rental in Appalachia Chau ranges from $34 to $45 a square foot. The pandemic-damaged economy has reduced rents by around 2.2% over the past 12 months. But compared to the peak in September 2019, it dropped by 8% to 10%. Before that, rents had jumped 11.5% after the opening of the MTR South Island line in 2016. First, we checked out a flat in this 9-year-old complex. This estate has a total of 715 flats, ranging from 591 square feet to over 2,500 square feet. Currently, about 30 flats are available for rent. The average rent in this building is $45 per square foot. This apartment is 1,186 square feet, with 3 bedrooms and a maid's room. The landlord bought the flat for $21.4 million. The asking rent is $57,000. If the landlord rents it out at this level, it would bring in a healthy yield of 3.2%. The previous tenant was a Western family working in the financial industry before they returned to their home country.
For this unit is asking $57,000, and they can try to negotiate like $2,000, $3,000, $55,000. They will agree.
The flat has a high ceiling. The living room and the dining room are spacious. It overlooks the Aberdeen Marina Club, Jumbo Floating Restaurant, and a shipyard.
we are having a relaxed sea view here. At the night, they will having little lights every ships, and they are having the open view at the daytime.
Originally, the apartment had one large ensuite bedroom and a maid's room, but the homeowner altered the layout and turned it into 3 bedrooms.
Alice, as you can see, this bedroom, it was originally the part of the living room because the landlord is targeting family talents, and they make it into a smaller bedroom. We are in the middle room of the unit, and that was the part of the master bedroom. Alice, we are in the master bedroom right now. What do you think?
It is very spacious.
The expat talents are like the spacious. We have a 200 square feet bedroom here. You can having a king size bed and also free size walk, and also a walk-in closet.
All the rooms have harbor and mountain views. The owner installed a bar table next to the kitchen.
Hi, Alice. For here is the bar table, which is good for the party or the beverage for the talents.
Hasn't are there enough storage space in this unit?
Yes, they are providing some storage space here. Also, here is the Wi-Fi.
Hansen says tenants in this area are teachers working in international schools. He says Appalachia Chau rents provide better value for money on the south side compared to other areas like Tai Town. Amenities-wise, the area has shuttle and minibus connections to the MTR stations.
Because they are usually the mid-level of the management, and they need to work every day, and they need a convenient spot to their working place. Then, because we are having the shuttle bus to the Wangzhang station, which is only 5 minutes, and they will like the place here.
Residents here can go to the wet market on Appalachia Chau Main Street, and also they can enjoy traditional sampan noodles on the harbor front.
幾多錢話
30起，叉燒、燒鴨、魚片、紅腸、係雙拼。
要一個啊？
Next stop is South Horizons, located at the western end of Appalachia Chau. South Horizons consisted of 34 blocks, totaling over 9,800 units. Rents have come down as much as 10% from the peak in September 2019. Currently, the rents range between $18,000 and $36,000, depending on the floor, interior quality, and the view. About 110 units are available for rent at the moment. The 742 square foot flat has 3 bedrooms. The asking rent is $31,000.
This unit has been vacant for around 3 weeks, and the last tenant was a local people. It was 33.5 thousand, but it is asking 31 only. It has dropped around 8% already.
The apartment has a panoramic sea view facing Llama Island. It has a large window in the living room. The layout is diamond-shaped, not ideal for fitting in furniture. The landlord put in this partition for the TV. It makes the room square-shaped. The landlord turned 2 rooms into a bigger room. All the rooms have an open sea view. Amenities-wise, South Horizons has a large shopping mall, and there are famous outlets for furniture here. Residents go hiking on Mount Johnston and can walk to the island of Apple Pie. Residents can stroll, jog, or fish along the promenade. Watching sunsets is popular too. For those who want even more value for money, cheaper flats around $14,000 can be found along older streets, like Appalachia Chau Main Street. This street will soon see many changes as part of the government's plan to reinvigorate Island South. It might be changed into a Japanese-style seafood market to attract tourists. Prior to the announcements, some developers had already acquired old buildings here and redeveloped them into high-rises. There are 5 redevelopment sites currently in the area.
Leo, this is one of the redevelopment sites.
There are about 4
5 to 6 story old buildings. Upon the redevelopment, we believe they can provide a total square feet of around 50,000 square feet, and that will be around 100 small units provided.
With more supply, Leo thinks rents along this street will still be cheaper than other larger projects.
Rise to Mars, men and women, dare to dream, dare to strive.
Yes, you're right. It's an anthem for Mars. Indian-born opera singer Oscar Castellino was commissioned by space advocacy group the Mars Society to write a fitting anthem for our neighbor in the solar system. But the baritone says it wasn't until he thought of the anthem's recognizable melody that the song really began to take shape. All red and round-like. Castellino wanted something much more positive and rousing, presenting Mars as a common goal of exploration and habitation for all the world. Why would we want to live on Mars? There's a few thousand reasons there. It will be a lot less crowded on Mars. America's NASA wants to return astronauts to the moon by 2024 and to Mars in the 2030s. The Chinese have sent their own rover. The opera singer hopes it may inspire future scientists and engineers in their quest to the red planet, helping people realize that crewed missions to Mars are a possibility in their lifetime. Why go to the red planet at all? There's a high risk of being marooned. It's not like there's any oil up there.
Make this desert come alive.
The singer says he studied several national anthems before putting pen to paper. The anthem was given its premiere in June 2017. Castellino performed with a full orchestra. The head of the Mars Society and woman who hopes to go vertical soon says the settlements of Mars will need all manner of personnel. Plumbers to fix the plumbing, construction people to build the buildings. They'll also need inspiration because they'll miss Earth for sure. That's where the anthem comes in, to inspire. What else will they need up there? Oh, water, food, air. We predict a short stay and plenty of boredom. The place just hasn't any atmosphere.
For a future, rise to Mars!
Thanks for joining us. Next time on Money Matters, who does fortune favor in the year of the ox? And property in Pak Phulam as our trek through the Southern District continues. See you then.